Lerrone Richards, big fight, April 27th, Wembley Arena. Tommy Langford, you've got to be happy with that.
Oh, great fight, and a great name as well, so I can't wait.
You've had to be a little bit patient in terms of names being willing to sign up and fight you. Were you reaching a point where it was kind of getting a bit frustrating, or you didn't think it was going to happen?
Do you know, I've been very, very patient, and there's been times where I felt, that I wasn't going to get a fight. I'm just glad now I've got that fight, and it's time for me to shine. No excuses now, serious business.
Do you think it's your own fault you weren't getting those fights because people were looking at you thinking, I don't want a piece of that?
Yeah, I'm part of the Who Wants Him club.
Well, your style does kind of lend itself towards that, doesn't it?
Yeah, the sweet science. The sweet science style. People don't want to fight.
Now, you've altered your lifestyle slightly, I understand. You're no longer an employee of Tesco's. So is this a case of you dedicating yourself fully to your craft?
Exactly, and it obviously gives me an opportunity to now rest when I need to rest and train harder.
How are you finding the difference in yourself physically and mentally now you're not doing the 8-10 hour shifts?
Oh, big difference. I'm much more happier. Get more rest, meaning I can get more out of my training. Obviously I've got a new strength and conditioner on board, Cameron Goff, which works me extremely hard now. Obviously got Al and that I spend a lot of time with, and big difference, and you'll see it on the night. How
does your day work out now? Because we know Al trains the iBox boys in the evening. Do you sort of stay in bed in the morning, or how does your day work out?
No, I'd run in the morning. I still do the same routine. I run in the morning, I go home, I rest, then I have training in the afternoon or the evening, depending whether I've got yoga in the evening, I'll do training in the afternoon. So it all varies on what sort of things I have to do.
So are we going to see a new improved Sniper the Boss?
Absolutely, and I can't wait. As you can see the smile on my face, I'm really happy, and it's been a long time coming.
Commonwealth title on the line, which is another good belt for you to get.
It is, absolutely. Credible, and it's pushed me it will push me in line for the British title later on this year, so I can't wait.
Tommy, we know all about Tommy. He used to be with us. He's had a couple of setbacks. I mean, he reached a high level, didn't he? I mean, he interim world title fight against Kurt Seedis. He got caught. That can happen. And then he had two absolute epic fights. I mean, he was British champion. Two epic fights with Worldborn, which unfortunately didn't go his way. What's your assessment of him?
I've got a lot of respect for Tommy. He's a gentleman. He's very underrated. I think he's a very good boxer. He's got a good engine as well. So it's going to be a tough night's work, but I'm more than happy to... Well, I signed a contract, didn't I? So I can't wait now to do the business.
How would you imagine the fight playing out? Do you think it'll be quite technical? I mean, Tommy, by his own admission, isn't a one-punch knockout artist, and probably neither are you. So is it one of these fights that would maybe sort of a technical fight over the distance?
We'll see. I don't know what Tommy's going to bring to the table, but whatever he does, I will adjust. People might think I'm a counter puncher. I can box in the front foot too, so don't get it twisted. I can box very, very, very well on the back foot too. So, and inside the pocket, mid range and short range, I can do it all. So, we'll see what happens in the night.
Are we going to see a more aggressive approach from you, sort of, because, like I say, people like a bit of blood and thunder, don't they? And I suppose entertainment, TV fights, sometimes is what people want to see. Is that something you're maybe thinking, maybe compromise on your principles a little bit, you're a bit of a purist, and maybe sort of show a bit more cut and thrust in there?
Well, look, I'm just going to do Lerrone Richards, Lerrone Sniper the Boss Richards. That's all I'm going to do. That's what I'm good at. That's what's got me here. I'm going to continue to do that. And listen, if I hit him and I rock him, I will finish. Absolutely. But you'll see Lerrone Sniper the Boss Richards in that ring that day, putting on a good show.
Would you admit, though, but sometimes perhaps you've enjoyed yourself a little bit too much in the ring and probably haven't got jobs done as quickly as you possibly could?
Absolutely. It's a good question. I just feel like I've done what I had to do. I have enjoyed it a lot in the ring, and a lot of people do criticise me for not finishing the show. But you'll see a new Lerrone Richards on the night, trust me.
But your own stablemate, Bradley Skeet, who obviously all know very well and respect, he said he even had a word with you at one point about making statements and maybe not dragging things on too much. Was it something you took on board?
Absolutely. I think people underrate my punching power too. I can hit. I'm just a purist. I love the sweet science of boxing. So we'll see what happens on the night. We'll see.
Your own trainer, Alan Smith, very respected man in boxing, he waxes lyrical about you probably more than he would about any other fighter. Probably says you're the most naturally gifted boxer in this country. Does he say that sort of thing to you, or does he just say it to everyone else?
He doesn't really say it much to me. He does tell me I'm special sometimes, but I know I am. So it's not. Al doesn't need to tell me. Frank Warren doesn't need to tell me. Francis Warren don't need to. No one needs to tell me. As long as I know, that's the main.
Just finally, if you do manage to navigate away past Tommy Langford, what would you like the rest of the year to hold for you?
Maybe a defence of the Commonwealth title, or maybe a straight British title. We'll see what's available.
The British title has been kind of stagnant for a little while, hasn't it? Because of Zach Parker getting injured, wasn't it? He had got the Darryl Williams sort of thing going on. So, I mean, there could be a little delay on that, I guess.
Yeah, I think Zach Parker should rematch Darryl Williams. In my opinion, a lot of people, and a lot of people's opinion, I feel that Darryl won that fight. But maybe he wants to prove everyone wrong and show everyone what he's all about. I do think that Zach Parker's a better fighter than that. But obviously, because his shoulder when you can't help him. He done well to push through. Showed his character in that fight.
An old stablemate of yours, Darryl, is that a fight you'd entertain at some point?
Yeah, if he wants it. There'll be a Commonwealth title on the line now. It'll be more like, before they'll mention about the English title, and I would take the fight, absolutely. But it's not enough. And obviously me winning a Commonwealth title, there'll be more at stake. So yeah, I'm sure Darryl might take that fight as well.
Lerrone, we look forward to seeing you at Wembley. Good luck.
Cheers, thank you very much. Cheers.